من استئناف مسار التنمية والازدهار. وفي الختام ندعو إلى اعتماد آليات متابعة فعالة لمخرجات هذه القمة تضمن ترجمة التفاهمات إلى برامج تنفيذية ملموسة تعود بالنفع المباشر على بلداننا وشعوبنا وتحقق الأهداف والطموحات المشتركة المنشودة، متمنين لقمتنا كل النجاح ولشراكتنا الثلاثية بين مجلس التعاون والآسيان والصين مزيداً من التقدم والازدهار. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Your Highness. May we, on behalf of ASEAN, also recognize the initiative by the GCC to convene the inaugural meeting of GCC ASEAN in Riyadh under the chairmanship of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And please convey our respects and appreciation. Now, last month we had this visit by President Xi Jinping, and which gave a clear indication of the closeness and collaboration and trust between Malaysia and this region with China. And we are fortunate now today to have Excellency Li Qiang, Premier of the People's Republic of China, to be here with us, and took the opportunity to have a series of bilateral sessions with many countries from the Gulf and from ASEAN. So on behalf of those present, let me now invite Premier Li Qiang, the People's Republic of China, to deliver his remarks.
尊敬的安瓦尔总理，尊敬的沙巴赫王储，尊敬的各位同事，大家下午好！很高兴在吉隆坡同大家相聚。首先，中方对安瓦尔总理提议举办东盟中国海合会峰会的这样的一个远见卓识，表示高度的赞赏，也衷心感谢马来西亚政府为举办这次会议所做出的努力和周到的安排。中国东盟海合会国家的友好交往源远流长，从古老的丝绸之路到如今的一带一路，我们三方的交流合作可以说是穿越了千年。今天在国际形势变乱
Against a volatile international landscape and sluggish global growth, the establishment of the ASEAN-China GCC summit creates a platform for exchanges and a mechanism for cooperation. It is a groundbreaking initiative in regional economic cooperation. It has carried forward the legacy of history and, more importantly, answered the call of the times. If we take a look at the world map and draw a line between China, ASEAN, and between China and GCC, we will get a big triangle. And as we all know, triangle is the most stable structure. And by enhancing our connectivity and cooperation, we can pull our resources, production capacity, and markets to foster a vibrant economic circle and a vibrant growth pole. This is highly important both to our respective economic prosperity and to peace and development in Asia and the world beyond. We should firmly seize this historic opportunity to enrich the trilateral cooperation and set a fine example for global cooperation and development in this era. First, we should set a fine example of opening up across regions. Together, China, ASEAN, and the GCC account for roughly a quarter of the world's population and the total economic output. our markets, if fully connected, will generate even greater space for development and more substantial economics of scale. The negotiation for China-ASEAN FTA 3.0 upgrade protocol have been fully concluded. It is also hoped that the negotiations for the China GCC free trade agreement can also be concluded as early as possible. To take the trilateral trade to a higher level, we should firmly expand regional opening up and develop a big market with more efficient mobility of resources, technologies, and talents, and enhance trade and investment liberalization and facilitation, so as to fully unlock the huge potential of open development. Second, we should set a fine example of cooperation across development stages. Countries of the three sides are at different stages of development, yet we should not let these differences stand in the way of our cooperation, but transform them into complementary strength that we can harness. China is ready to, on the basis of mutual respect and equality, work with ASEAN and the GCC to strengthen the alignment of development strategies, increase macro policy coordination, and deepen collaboration on industrial specialization. And we should make efforts to turn our respective strengths into collective strengths and help each other tackle development challenges. And we should create a new model of international industrial and economic cooperation and strive for coordinated development where everyone does its level best, efficiency is multiplied, and benefits are shared. Third, we should set a fine example of intercivilizational integration. Countries of the three sides have diverse civilization. At the same time, we all belong to the same Asian family and share the same Asian values of peace, cooperation, openness, and inclusiveness. We should deepen people-to-people exchanges to further consolidate the foundation for mutual trust. We should effectively manage differences in a spirit of mutual understanding, advance win-win cooperation through the exchanges of ideas, and explore a new way for promoting the inclusive and common progress for different civilizations. China actively supports Prime Minister Anwar's initiative on Islam-Confucianism dialogue. We are ready to work with ASEAN and the GCC to implement the Global Civilization Initiative, promote mutual learning among civilizations, and pour more consensus and strength for peace and development. As President Xi Jinping noted, for us to break through the mist and embrace a bright future, the biggest strength comes from cooperation, and the most effective way is through solidarity. China will join ASEAN and the GCC in fostering synergy that multiply rather than simply add our individual strengths, and inject stronger interpass into our common development and prosperity. Thank you all.
Thank you, 谢谢 Premier Li Qiang. May I kindly request members of the venue to have tea outside or coffee and cakes. Yes, please. Cappuccino. Thank you.
And there we witness the opening remarks from not just Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dato' Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim, but also from Kuwait Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. And